Hello and welcome to GP Thraben, the first GP of the Valir Innistrad season. So excited to be playing with these new sets, to have Peacock as a new set designer. Super proud of her. And we are playing a deck very unlike what I've played before. I usually play very interactive, low curve decks. Not this time. I am playing Druids. This is kind of a ramp combo deck, mostly. I'm going to take a moment to go over my deck you can understand what's going on. Or a ramp deck. We got Huskforger Acolyte, best ramp spell in the format. Um, Teaming Secrets and Root Fossil are additional 2 mana ramp. And plan A is to get a Aurora buffer exec into play with a Voice of the Old Grove. Then, if you attack with Aurora, you'll almost certainly be ancient by then, and then you'll get back, 4 or 5 lands, putting 12 or 15 counters on your Aurora, and this will kill them in one hit with Trample. That's plan A. You can also do this with Voice of the Old Grove, potentially multiple Voice of the Old Grove, and any other trampling creature, such as uh, is Airy Trample? No, Airy is Vigilance. Oh yeah, Huskforger is the other. Leveled up Huskforger has Trample. This deck generates a lot of mana. Um, if Plan A doesn't work, Plan B is just play a fair mid-range game. Umber Grove Tender draws tons of cards. Every creature in the deck is a Druid except for Root Fossil, Huskforger, and Prying Hydra. Central Shaper is an excellent Planeswalker. Ares doubles mana and lets you do silly things. All of the ramp spells double as late game threats. To help you put together the combo and find important pieces whenever you need them. Shape the Pattern, maybe the most broken card in the deck. 1 mana tutor to find whatever you need. 26 lands. This deck is not very interactive. Basically, the only interaction is backside of Central Shaper tapping down creatures, not on permanents even. But it is so consistent. We got Surveil lands in the mana base. We got tutors. We got Root Fossil and Teaming Secrets and Aurora all looks 3 cards deep. Central Shaper surveils. Umber Grove Tender just digs through your deck a ton. Opponent is Crushcastles, who is on a green-white tokens deck. So this is a Resolute Reinforcements and where is it? Advance of the Sainted March has 2 mana ways to make tokens. Then we got Faithland Marshal, Commander of the Vow, Honesty, Magical Leaves. Ruins Awaken's also at 2. Rowdy Mob at 4. Complementarity is the main payoff for having a bunch of tokens in play. And Fateful Ascent as the only piece of removal. No Verdant Sanctum, just 20 lands, so a little light on lands. I'm gonna be honest, this looks like an incredible matchup for me. Opponent is neither fast nor interactive, so we should be able to combo on them pretty reliably. So we're just gonna try to keep a nice safe hand. As I said, this deck's super consistent because it has a ton of card selection and 26 lands. Let's look what we're working with here. Check my recording, make sure you can see all of my cards. Yeah, it looks like you can see them. This hand has Huskforger, Voice, Root Fossil. 4 lands. I think I keep this. Looks fine to me. Turn 1, Huskforger. Turn 2, Playcrack, Root Fossil. Turn 3, Voice. Yeah. I got some Surveil going on. 3 off the Root Fossil. 1 off the Desolate Thicket, so I'm quite likely to find something to do with all this mana, even if that's something to even level up Huskforger. Or, return a Root Fossil. I got plenty of things to do. Gonna pop up my graveyard, because my graveyard is going to be relevant, basically always. They're on turn 1 Primal Fissures. They have no 1-drops in their deck, so this is always a pass. Draw Teaming Secrets, good to find. Land, Huskforger, pass. Yes. Boy, never have I felt the downside of Huskforger tapping for colorless more than in this deck. Voice of the Old Groove, Teaming Secrets, Aurora, lots of very heavily pipped cards that cannot use your colorless mana very effectively. But you gotta play it. You just gotta if you're a ramp deck, if you're a green deck of any kind. Okay, they're gonna play an Advance of the Sainted March. And it looks like they are going to be able to get in with that on turn 3. And probably do some damage to that advance. Unless I draw what? Setral Shaper? I'd play Setral Shaper if I drew it. Probably a perfectly reasonable plan if I don't. Wow. Yeah, I'll play the Setral Shaper. I'm not ramping into anything right now, so it's not like ramping a Root Fossil is particularly urgent. I got stuff to do with my mana. Fast cards before slow cards, yeah. Even does some card filtering. Sure. Setral Shaper. Lush Oasis. This deck also has a lot of triggers to remember, so give me a moment to get used to remembering all these triggers. Primal Fissure. No, I don't need any more of those. Part of the reason we're on 26 lands is I want to put lands in my graveyard with Surveil. Um, so I can get to Ancient faster, having 8 lands between battlefield and graveyard. Play the Root Fossil, and if they want to attack through the Setral Shaper, they got to play either what Honesty or the Honesty, or they got to kill it with Fateful Ascent. Yep, I'm just gonna pass here. Forest, what's the play here? Don't draw anything relevant next turn. It's probably Voice, Shocking, Clearwater Grotto, Crack, Root Fossil. They got a 3-drop. Which one is it? It's Honesty. Okay, this card got nerfed recently, so it's now whenever a non-token creature you control enters, you get a 1/1 soldier, and whenever they attack, they can tap one of my permanents and make it lose all abilities. So they're going to be able to attack in and tap down Setral Shaper and get in 2 damage at their advance, presumably. Yeah, so they're curving out. I'm curving out, but I have a Husk Forger, so. But they're on the play, so far pretty even. Presumably, Honesty is going to tap this Setral Shaper. Yep. Wait, me or battle? They do need to specify that. Me? Doesn't make any sense, but okay. Yeah, unfortunately, there is no way in their deck for them to ever make these Berserkers be larger than 1/1. Why me? Okay, shape the pattern. That's probably going to help go get my Aurora once I need it. I'm going to run out this Voice of the Old Grove. I'm going to shock in a Clearwater Grotto. I'm not afraid. Voice of the Old Grove is going to put a counter on itself and become a 2/2. Setral Shaper is going to get a loyalty counter and look at my top 1. Umber Grove Tender. Now, bear in mind, this is one of the 3 cards I'll be looking at with Root Fossil, so keeping it on top makes it more likely I'll whiff with Root Fossil. And I don't super need, I have no extra Druids in hand. I think I do bin this. I don't want to attack with Setral Shaper. I want to have the blockers available. Activate Root Fossil on their turn. No particular need to do it right now. The thing they do on their turn might impact what I want to keep on top with the Root Fossil Surveil. So they can tap down once again 1 blocker with Honesty, but I have 2 blockers, so it's going to be losing 1 creature on the attack. If they're going for the attack. Ooh, nothing. So they're only in. Wait, no, they don't. They have multiple ones. They have complementarity, which 1, 2, 3, 4. They can't really do much with right now. This might be Fateful Ascent. So nothing to do with that particularly, except activate Root Fossil. See what they think about this. Say yep. Okay, I'm going to view my Top 3. Land, shape the pattern. Do I want to draw shape the pattern? I already have one. I'd much rather find something more proactive to do next turn, so I'm going to bin all of these and return the Temple of Origins. Simic. That is going to give me a Setral Shaper trigger and a Voice of the Old Grove trigger. Voice is going to pump Husk Forger, so it becomes a relevant blocker. And Setral Shaper is going to Surveil 1. Husk Forger, don't need any of those either. As I said with this deck being super consistent, look how much I've been able to surveil. Just digging for relevant cards. Ancient count is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it could be on next turn if I bin a land with the Desolate Thicket. Okay. Untap and draw. Oh, right. They also, in addition, they probably have. Actually, what probably is Faithline Marshal. So I should be aware of the 2/3 flash blocker that could be coming here. Oh, that's an Aurora. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, wow. I played Desolate Thicket tapped first, and then I run out Aurora. Yeah, I mean, like, that's what you get by digging. This happens. Add counter to Voice of the Old Grove, make it a 3/3. Add counter to Setral Shaper. I can also probably win by flipping Setral Shaper, but Aurora is much faster. Look at my top 1. Forest is a great thing to bin. Look at my top 1. Primal Fisher. Oh god. Is this lethal? No, none of my creatures have trample, so it's not lethal. Okay, do they want to kill my Voice of the Old Grove at this exact moment? I just realized that I could have stacked the triggers to Surveil first, then Voice, and get 3 counters from Voice, because Voice checks on Resolution. Good lord. Wow, this is a very good draw. Wow, I'll keep a Teeming Secrets, sure. That's 6 lands. 6 Voice triggers. 2 each on each of my guys. One, two. It really does not matter. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each get +6/+6. There are 10 loyalty counts. And I also get to surveil 1 6 times. Teaming. At this point, I'm just going to start binning things. Airy, no. 2. Umber Grove Tender, no. 3. 4. 5. They're allowed to concede the game at any time. 6. Teaming Secrets again. I'll keep it. I'll keep it now. Cool. Well, I'm now going to attack them with my 9/9 Voice of the Old Grove. I guess I could put all the counter voice, but they're going to chump either way. Oh, can't read. It's a 9/9. It has 8 counters on it, which makes it a 9/9. So what? Turn 5. This is my turn 5. No, this is my turn 4. So I'm gonna have least on my turn 5 unless they have. God, it's gonna have to be. I don't know. They need multiple removal spells to not die on my next turn. Yeah, Faithline Marshal. I knew they had that. And they get an Honesty trigger. Yep. Yeah. I don't even know where technically it's correct to put the counters. I guess theoretically the only way I lose is if they remove Aurora, remove Huskforger, somehow remove Voice as well, and then I guess I want to put counters on Setral Shaper in that case, but I might even want to flip Setral Shaper in that case. The real answer is that it does not matter. Uh, there's just I don't think they can have enough removal spells to get them out of this if I've given that I've shaped the pattern and I can Huskforger to make another Trampler. They could maybe live a turn with double Fateful Ascent. God, I have too many lands. Whatever, their creatures don't matter. Untap. I like my draw step, so I'm going to draw it. I'm going to crack Primal Fissure, crack Primal Fissure. They're tapped out. Forest. Forest. Where's my island? Oh, it's right here. Keep my lands organized. Voice. Up to 12 counters. Setral Shaper. Add counters. Surveil 1 twice. Another Aurora, don't need that. Buffery Conservatory, that's a land. Sure. And I could BM. I could BM by Shape the Pattern for an additional voice, Teaming Secrets. But I'm not going to be rude. I'm just going to attack. Whatever, I'm not even going to read those cards. 6 triggers. 6 buys 3 is 18. So this is 30 counters. 35. I don't think they have 15 power of 15 toughness of creatures in play, so this is lethal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, they're not even close. Yep, that's the game plan. Oh yeah, they die by millions. Like I said, I could shape the pattern for additional voices and teaming secrets and flip Settle Shaper and attack Puzzler. I could do like probably a good 30 extra damage to them if I wanted to. Okay. These root fossils. They're a little slow in a creature-based matchup. I don't need to grind them out. I just need to not die. Click. Nice to have. They're not an all-in tokens deck. I think I'm more afraid of their non-token stuff than their tokens, but they do have a lot of tokens. Click is my anti-tokens card. I think I don't need Prying Hydra. It's not going to go that late. And I think I don't need Airy. I think I'm just going to put, Winding Assailant. And probably another Winding Assailant, just as probably Golden Bloom, just something I can use against Honesty if that becomes a problem. Is that a good idea? No, it's not. I can just how I can deal with Honesty? Having an additional blocker deals with Honesty. Yeah, Winding Assailant's fine. Just prevent the worst from happening. Like putting in just 3 mana 4/4 makes my draws more consistent by giving me just a generically good card. They will be on the play again. Here's that Winding Assailant. Turn 1 shapes the pattern for Forest. Turn 2 Voice of the Old Grove. No, turn 1 shapes the pattern for Island. Turn 2 Voice of the Old Grove. Turn 3 Play and Crack Primal Fissure. They keep 5. I'll keep 7. This deck mulligans. Yeah, mulligan to 5 is unfortunate. That just happens to you sometimes. Like, it's nothing wrong. I mean, Crush is on 20 lands, which is a little light, but mulls to 5 still is unlucky. My deck mulligans extremely infrequently because I have 26 lands shape the pattern, plus a low curve, plus tons of surveil and card filtering, plus basically every card is a threat on its own. So Oh, another Shape the Pattern. Nice. I'm going to play, use Shape the Pattern, non-promo one. I should go look at what they have in their sideboard. I'm going to go get an island. Right, is quickly what they have in their sideboard. Crucible Burning Sun probably comes in. I do have some graveyard synergies, although I can easily win through this. No. Constrict doesn't do anything. Might be Crofter's Charm. I do have some big creatures. Might be Guardian Charm. I do have some more permanents. So yeah, maybe the Charms is more interaction. Maybe the Crucibles. Nothing super impactful. Part of what I like with this deck is there isn't really a strong sideboard card in the format for Druids. Oh, sorry, pass. Like, oh, there's this thing that turns off ETBs unless you pay 2. That's like a slightly annoying, although it's basically you had to build your deck really weird for it not to hit yourself. There's let's say graveyard hate, but that's not that impactful against Druids. Especially because against Druids, you really just want to kill them quickly. So taking turn 2 off to play a Crucible is often not what you want to be doing. I'm just gonna run out this Voice of the Old Grove. Drew a land, that's nice. And this looks like Resolute Reinforcements is what's happening here. Nope. No Resolute Reinforcements. No tutor of any kind. What are they doing? I guess they mulled to 5 is what they're doing. That's unfortunate. Yeah. That's what I love of this deck. Like, look at this hand. This hand, I kept a hand that had, like, my max cards that cost a maximum of 3 mana. And it just, like, fully functional opener. Who? I'm going to play Crack Primal Fissure, play Umber Grove Tender. I can attack for 3 with the Voice. Their only flash card is a 2/3, and this is a 3. This will be a 3/3 Vigilance. Crack this. Whoop, yep. Get Forest. +1. No need to do things pre-combat. I can just attack them for 3. I don't believe there's anything they can do about this. Oh, they can Fateful Ascent it. This is why we attack first. I will fully take them. Oh, that's not that chart. Sure, if they want to kill my 2-drop with their removal spell, I got plenty more dangerous cards where that came from. Like this Umber Grove Tender. I'll look at the top card of my library. Roar goes in my hand. Don't even have to show it to them. They got magic. They drew their card. Magical Leaves. They're gonna make like 2 1/1s and gain 2 life. Not even making the berries. The berries are actually slightly annoying to me. They can use those to get their creatures past my blockers, and blockers are really my main game plan against them. But they chose not to. Forgotten Foundation. This is just voice land, I think. Yeah, I just want to play Druids. I have an Umber Grove Tender in play. Voice of the Old Grove. Umber Grove Tender trigger. Look at my top 1. Buffery Conservatory. Well, what do you know? I'll put a counter on the Umber Grove Tender. And now I will play this. I'm not casting another spell this turn anyways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to play a tapped Forgotten Foundation. Counter on Voice of the Old Grove. Just want to maximize number of relevant blockers. Look at my top 1. Teaming Secrets. Yeah, sure. No, I like to draw Druids. I have a Number Grove Tender in play. And then next turn I can crack Forgotten Foundation for Forest, and then I can play a Roar. And then I'll have a Roar, Voice of the Old Grove, and I think I'll be Ancient by then, and that'll be the game. Nice and simple. No need to cast Shape the Pattern here. I can use that if I need to get more Aurors if somehow they deal with my first one. One, two, three, four, five, six. So yeah, Ancient Count is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but then I'll go Crack for Invasion gets me to 7. They miss a land drop and pass the turn. I would not like to draw Forest. So crack, get Forest. Voice Trigger, I guess. Draw a card. Oh, click. Not going to need that, I don't think. So yes, juicing's in the proper order. The proper order is first Forgotten Foundation. I'm not really caring where I put these voice. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm ancient, so it's actually 3 counters. Yep. Top one, it's a voice. I'm about to do an Aurora Surveil, so I don't want to keep anything. Aurora, if they want to kill Voice of the Old Grove, now is their last chance. Okay. Look at my top 3. I'll keep a Setral Shaper on top, sure. 2, 3 triggers. I'll put 3 counters on a Roar, why not? I'll put 1, 2, 3. Why not? And then 3 counters on itself, why not? And that's a Druid. So Umber Trigger. Look, my top 1 goes to hand. Okay. And I guess I'll attack here. They're going to double chump. Okay. They have Cathar's Charm. They are going to kill my Aurora. But I have a Shape the Pattern in hand, and I'm ancient, so I can just get a new one next turn. I'm going to fail to find with some of these fetch lands, but it will not matter. Oh, Commander the Vow. That's multiple chump blockers. So they can actually survive this turn. Slightly annoying. Yeah, I can't get enough attackers to kill them this turn. Oh well. Sure, I'll draw first. Why not? The Primal Fisher. Okay. I guess I crack all the fetch lands and then I shape Aurora. Is the simplest path from here to victory. Crack 4. That's gonna get I could get both remaining basics. 3 counters on each of these. Did I need to shape for another? Oh, I haven't played a land this turn. Can I play Settle Shaper? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, I can. Whatever. I'm vastly misordering all my things, but extremely it doesn't matter. Settle Shaper counter. Just trying not to miss triggers. Umber Grove Tender to graveyard. That's a Druid. Umber Grove Tender trigger. Temple of Origins onto the battlefield tapped. Voice of the Old Grove trigger. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then Shape the Pattern. Library. Aurora. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cast Aurora. Aurora trigger. Umber trigger. Aurora first. Look at my top 3. Leave the backup Aurora there, I guess. I don't need click at this point. 5 triggers. And then Umber trigger. My top 1. Look, it's an Aurora. Goes to my hand. Let's just put them all here. That's 5 by 3 is 15 trigger. It's 15 counters. Aurora is a 20/20. Attack with these. Oh, Ancestral Shaper. Ignore Surveils. It's going to save us both some time. Yeah. Okay, I don't think I missed any triggers that turn. You get a lot of... Oh, I've missed 2 Forgotten Foundation triggers. Whatever. I kept them on top, let's say. Okay. Another Commander of the Vow? Magical Leaves. Okay. Okay. Untap and draw. Another Temple. Crack my 4 fetch lands. Fail to find because I have no basics left in my deck. Once again, let's not be rude. Let's attack for roar. View my top 3. There's 2 lands in there. Why not? 6 lands, 18 counters. 15 plus 18 is 33. And 38 Aurora. Which, once again, I could get more. I have a second Aurora, which I could Legend roll to do this all again. I could attack with my other creatures. It doesn't matter. That is nice, simple GGs. I'd say it's good into this matchup. Yeah. Yeah, when this deck is not interacted with and allowed to do its thing, it's just... It gets to do something about roughly like this on turn 4 or 5 or 6 extremely reliably. The main weaknesses of this deck are just aggro decks that can kill its early creatures and get under it. Stuff like Is It Looters is a problem. And then like no interaction, so stuff like the Wandering, stuff like the Eternal Wanderer can be a problem. Permanents that you really have to deal with. I don't know what the control matchup's like. I haven't actually run into the control matchup. I think it's probably okay. Like, I got Root Fossils. I got every card in my deck is a threat. Eventually they'll run out of answers, I assume. Yeah. But yeah, that'll move us on to round 2. Excited to see more of the new Valir and Innistrad cards. Good night.